Hello everyone, today we are doing a House of the Dragon video discussing whether Aemond Targaryen is a bad person or not. But before that, remember to like the video, helps out the channel a lot, and subscribe, and yada yada yada, let's get to it. So some of you may be saying, well, of course he is a bad person, he killed sweet, innocent Lucerys. Well, that is certainly one way of looking at it, but if you look over Aemond's entire life and understand his motivations, it paints a different picture. So let's start out when we are first introduced to Aemond. He is a bit of a loser. His brother Aegon and their two nephews, Jacaerys and Lucerys, are constantly bullying him. Aemond does not have a dragon like the other three, which is a status symbol thing. It's like being a virgin when all your friends have had sex. It's a bit embarrassing. And it clearly bothers Aemond. One day, the three say they have found a dragon for Aemond. Lucerys goes to grab it, and it turns out to be a pig with wings, dubbed the Pink Dread. This is a playful take on Velaryon, the Black Dread, the largest dragon we know of in the books and the show. Clearly, Aegon, Lucerys, and Jacaerys put a lot of work into this joke, like they made wings for it. This was not just a spur-of-the-moment kind of thing, and I'm sure these kinds of jokes at Aemond's suspense were common practice for them. Aemond was so upset about this that he even tried going into the bowels of the dragon pit to try and claim a dragon of his own, and he is almost killed for doing so. So the bullying was so bad that he would rather risk his life than face that trio again without a dragon. After Aemond fails to claim a dragon, he returns to his mother Alicent and his sister Helaena. We find out this is not the first time Aemond has done something like this. So clearly Aegon and their nephews have done things like this before to poor Aemond. The next major event occurs at Rhaenyra Velaryon's funeral. With her death, Vhagar, her dragon, has no rider. Aemond claims the she-dragon for himself. After returning from this, he is met by Lucerys, Jacaerys, Rhaena, and Baela. Rhaena and Baela are the daughters of Laena and Daemon. Rhaena wanted to claim Vhagar herself since it was her mother's. Aemond basically said, too bad. And that maybe Lucerys and Jacaerys could get her a pig to ride on instead. It would fit her better. Okay, so yeah, not exactly the nicest thing to say to someone, especially after their mother just died, but this situation is directly correlated with the bullying he has received at the hands of Aegon, Luke, and Jace. He claimed Vhagar because of them. Now the rest of the scene is just escalation. So Rhaena and Baela charge Aemond and a fight breaks out. Jace and Luke jump in, helping their cousins against their uncle Aemond. Not exactly a fair fight. Aemond is holding Luke by the neck and mentions something about his and Jace's father, how they are bastards, and calls them Lord Strong. So Harwin Strong is the father of Jace and Luke, not Rhaenyra Velaryon, which anybody with eyes can tell. Jace is furious hearing this and pulls out a knife. Granted, it was a dick thing to say, but to pull out a knife is a bit much. Aemond is able to disarm Jace. Jace is on the ground and Aemond is holding a rock like he is going to finish the job. Now, he's a kid. I don't think he was going to kill Jace here. Luke picks up the knife. Jace blinds Aemond, throwing sand in his eyes, and then Luke slashes Aemond across the face, taking one of his eyes. Luke did not need to slash at him. Aemond couldn't see anything anyways. They could have just ran off. Now we are in the Great Hall with the grown-ups. King Viserys hears the story from both parties. Now he gets furious anytime anyone mentions how Rhaenyra's children could be bastards. Probably doesn't help that Alicent, his wife, seems to be the one who brings it up the most. He makes a decree that if anyone mentions the legitimacy of her children again, they will have their tongues removed. And that is it. There is no justice for Aemond. Luke gets no punishment whatsoever. Only Alicent insists something to be done, but Viserys puts a stop to it. Aemond tells Alicent that it is fine. He may have lost an eye, but he has gained a dragon. I think he said this to help calm his mother down, because she was kind of losing her mind there, and I think a part of him did think it was a good trade. We skip ahead like 5-ish years, and the boys have grown up now. They're having a family dinner together. Anyways, the family dinner gets a little heated, but everyone has calmed down, and they're having fun. Then the servers bring out a roasted pig and put it right in front of Aemond. Lucerys, who is sitting across from Aemond, starts snickering and laughing, remembering the prank they pulled on Aemond when they were younger. Aemond sees this and gets angry. He was willing to let bygones be bygones, until antagonized by Lucerys' laughter. Like, this little shit took his eye and got no punishment, no repercussions, and now he's going to laugh at him for the pig prank? No. Aemond stands up and makes a toast to his nephews, saying, "To the health of my nephews, Jace, Luke, and Joffrey, each of them handsome, wise, strong. Come, let us drain our cups to these 3 strong boys." So Aemond is mocking them about how they're bastards, that their father is actually Harwin Strong. Jace and Luke are angry at hearing this and try to confront Aemond. Aegon takes care of Luke, and Jace is no match for Aemond. Alicent wasn't very happy with Aemond, but I think he was justified in what he said. He was the one provoked here. Luke started it. Now we get to the big moment. So Lucerys is sent to Storm's End as a messenger to see if the Baratheons will be supporting his mother for the Iron Throne, or if they will support her half-brother, Aegon, instead. When Lucerys gets there, Aemond is already there and has gotten the Baratheons for an ally. Before Luke leaves, however, Aemond says something, calling him Lord Strong, once again referring to him being a bastard. He wants Luke to take out his eye as payment for his. He then shows Luke what he did to him, and shows him the scar and the sapphire he put in his eye socket. Luke says he is here as a messenger, not a fighter. Aemond then threatens Luke and says he will take the eye himself. Boris Baratheon is having none of it, telling Aemond that he will not have this in his hall, and tells Luke to return home. So Aemond is still rightfully upset about what happened to him as a kid, that Luke didn't get punished for what he did. And this is really the first time he has had a chance to confront Luke about it. Most of the time their parents were around or guards were around, so he wouldn't really be able to do it then. And I honestly think that the laughing incident that happened at the family dinner is what drove Aemond to this point of confronting Luke. It is clear Luke has no remorse for what he did when he was younger. He feels no guilt, which makes Aemond quite upset. You could even argue that Aemond wasn't even serious about wanting Luke's eye. He was just messing with his nephew, getting a little revenge on him. We are now in the sky. Lucerys is on his dragon Arax, and Aemond is on his dragon Vhagar, which is much bigger. Aemond is messing with Luke, chasing him, saying he owes a debt. Now this is where things get messy. Aemond knows he is just messing around, scaring Luke, but the dragons don't know that. They are wild beasts. Arax attacks Vhagar, feeling threatened. Luke tells Arax to listen to him, but the dragon does not. Aemond goes into a panic, telling Vhagar to listen to him, because he knows if Vhagar attacks Arax, Luke will be killed as well. Vhagar does not listen to Aemond though, and kills both Arax and Luke in one bite. Aemond is horrified at what he has done. You can say what you want, but he did not want to kill his nephew. If anything, he just wanted to collect a debt, an eye for an eye. And none of this happens without Luke being a dick. Like, I honestly think if Luke never laughed at that family dinner, Aemond would have just let it go. Like, there would still have been some resentment, but I don't think it would have went to the extremes that it did. But the laugh told Aemond that he had to get some revenge. Anybody who grew up with a bully dreams about the day they can stand up for themselves. And Aemond could finally do it. Which now leads us back to the original question. Is Aemond a bad person? And I don't think he is. He never did anything that wasn't justified. His actions in this were always driven by his relatives' actions of being a dick to him. If anything, Luke is the asshole here. If he maybe would have apologized to Aemond, like a serious apology, Aemond may have forgiven him. But he didn't. He laughed at him. And well, the rest is history. Now, don't get me wrong, Aemond is no saint, but I think out of everyone in the show, he is much closer to good than most. So what do you think? Is Aemond a bad person? Leave it down in the comments below, and if you want more House of the Dragon content, please subscribe and like the video. Also, check out the Twitter link in the description below, and as always, have an awesome day.